Hello, I'm Terry Young, and with me is Patrick Donegan from HardenStance. And Patrick, I know you've been following the industry for a while in security. I'm curious what you see as the most important issues that service providers, how they view security now, and what the most important things are to them now.
Well, I'd say over the course of the last maybe year or so, there's been a big push around monetizing security in terms of selling security services to enterprises. Mm-hmm. Going back a few years, it was a minority of telcos that really put a lot of energy and expectations into security as a revenue stream from the enterprise. Mm-hmm. I'd say we're starting to see, almost a bit of a gold rush now. In terms of telcos who have issues with revenue erosion from their traditional services. They see that cybersecurity challenges are here. They're not going to go away soon. There's a long-term issue here. And they see a substantial revenue opportunity from selling security services to enterprises. So I think that's probably the single most important thing that we're seeing. The way that the infrastructure changes, that's an issue as well. But I think the real big momentum I see is around telcos trying to monetize security as a service with the enterprises.
How do you see 5G changing that picture?
Well, in some respects, the transition to 5G is in some respects it's business as usual or a known playbook, if you will. So the traditional way when we come to a new generation of cellular of introducing new encryption on the radio interface, securing the transport and the core. We've done that many times in cellular, and really for 5G, in some respects, all we're doing is doing that again. But there are new aspects of 5G that require fundamentally new approaches to security. So, for example, when it comes to things like network slicing, slicing the network up for different industry verticals, there are a whole bunch of new security challenges there that have to be worked out. There are also issues to do with as you distribute the network out towards the edge. Those remote sites are fundamentally different to the traditional data centers that operators have used. How do you secure those remote sites? What's the role of the cloud providers in security today relative to the telcos? So there's a whole issue around how cloud and telco cloud converge to provide a security infrastructure in terms of enterprise data protection. Mm-hmm. So I think the transition to 5G is partially a new thing, but partially it's a migration of ongoing activity in the standardization and security worlds.
Mm-hmm. It sure seems like at this show, this used to be just a service provider show, and now it seems like there's quite a much broader audience. Have you found that to be true? Who else coming to Mobile World Congress these days?
Anybody and everybody. I mean, it's a consumer electronics show now. It's the automotive industry's here in force. There's Airbus are here, and that speaks, I think, also to what I was just saying about 5G in terms of increasingly the use cases are built around enterprise verticals. Increasingly those use cases are going to be enterprise driven. They're perhaps not today. But all of these vertical industries see the opportunity to leverage 4G and 5G to transform their businesses, grow revenues, and leveraging technologies to drive their businesses forward.
Great. Thank you very much.